Yo, 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 what's going on? It's Terrell Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. Look here. It's so many different ways that I could tell you guys this thing, but I'm going to be realistic. Y'all want to learn about the breed? Let's learn about the breed, but let's be realistic. First and foremost, let me tell you, there are 5 spots left in the mentorship program. Miss Lady in Arizona, your videos will be to you tonight. My man in New York, your videos will be to you. I found the flaw. But you can learn a lot in these mentorship programs, but I'm gonna break some of it down right here. And this is parts that you've heard me say on here a million times, but you have to stick with it. And bottom line is that it is impossible. I mean, absolutely impossible to compare what some of you call American bullies to each other. Bottom line, when you see the pit bull on steroid, American bully, that is the real American bully. Now, those who have added different variations of bulldog into the dog, that's a different dog. And the head shape you see change, but you also see a lot of genetic issues. People ask, why do we see those genetic issues? It's not just the bulldog gene, right? Everybody be like, oh, you added a bulldog, that's why the dog is screwed up. No, it's not just that. What typically happens, and I've explained this on previous videos, hopefully you guys get it on this video, is that as you mix genes, you're breaking down the firewalls, so to speak. This is the second time I'm doing this video, so you guys will hopefully understand this. Genetically programmed, every animal has different gene markers that stop issues. So say the breed is this particular breed is prone to something with bad hips. There's genetic markers to stop this dog from having bad hips. If it's prone to having breathing issues, there's genetic markers that counter those breathing issues. Now, when you start to mix dogs randomly and their genetic markers are totally different, sometimes you'll see something abnormal. My favorite example is the liger, to where it is that the tiger has a gene that the female tiger has a gene that doesn't allow her offspring to become too big because they can't hunt. The lion doesn't have it because it doesn't have this problem in its genetics. But when you breed them two together, the liger, which is a combination of the two, typically ends up about 200 pounds to 250 pounds bigger than the tiger. And it's useless. It can't hunt. It has some other issues that most would consider to be what we call in human terms Down syndrome. This is not because the tiger is an insufficient animal. This is not because the lion is an insufficient animal. It's because you mix their two genetics together and you change the profile of defenses that they have. When you do this with the dogs, this is why the exotics get to be so incredibly deformed. Um, we've seen it with the American bully and the deterioration of the health, deterioration of the conformation, deterioration of the overall dog. The best thing that could have happened in the American bully community would have been if the American bully breeders would have stuck along the lines of myself, Marco Suarez, Oscar Gomez, and a lot of the other breeders who have done these things. And you know, those are the ones that you would know. Excuse me, Rob from Bully Market. Even Rob at a time has said that he's had to go back a certain direction because his dogs were getting super bully, and he saw little things. But this is part of being a good breeder. A good breeder, it will see things and like, I'm going a little bit too far there and it's affecting my product. Let me change a few things. And this is how all breeds are perfected. So shout out to Rob for doing that. But the thing of it is that the dogs that have the bulldog heavily added, there is a reason, and we can see it in those dogs, but also we see the health defects. The reason that they are so behind is because they are a far newer breed than the old American bully. And what I mean by that is the old American bully, which is the pit bull on steroids dog or whatever the case may be, that particular dog was actually brought about over a 30-year span. People were breeding big ass pit bulls for years and years and years, and the genetics had already been somewhat perfected. It made it a lot easier. It's not like that Cairo just popped up out of nowhere, or that Juan Gotti just popped up out of nowhere. It's that they became popular, but generations before them, there were dogs that had those type of genetics to create those very, very big pit bull style dogs. And by that being generations, that also meant that there were generational markers that kept those dogs healthy. The situation with the newer dogs is that, you have the older pit bull on steroids dogs being mixed with Alapahas, being mixed with oldies, being mixed with these, this, that, the other, and you're taking down some of the markers and making these dogs a lot less steady in their ability to produce healthy animals. You say, what can we do with that? I don't want to do much with the other side. It's not to me. It's not an American bully. The more bulldog type dogs, and I think what we have to do to protect the American bully that is the original and the real dog is we have to protect the dog by its phenotype, its actual look. Does it look like a pit bull on steroids? And also we have to start protecting the DNA of the dogs and making sure that we chart these dogs' DNA going forward to make sure that they are the proper dogs that are being bred and people are not just sliding another dog in there. It won't be 100% because you always have liars and people finding ways to cheat, but 90% is far better than 30%, and that's what I would say. About 30% of all dogs nowadays are the actual dogs that they say are breeding because everybody wants to cheat. um, when I say I don't have an interest in those bulldogs, they'll be pretty much disqualified. And it's not me saying that your bulldog looking American bully is a bad dog, but if it goes too far and we do our research and we feel like that this is a threat to the integrity of the breed, we will just go ahead and that dog can't be used in the gene pool. When they start talking about stud books and different things of that level, one of the reasons why you were supposed to have stud books is you were supposed to be limiting the gene pool for certain genetic characteristics so that we could make a better product. Instead, it was allowed to be a free-for-all of breed whatever you want, and that hurt us in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? So we will have to go straight to the pit bull on steroids. And it's not to say these dogs are little. You're talking about 100-pound dogs, 110-pound dogs. But there will be an emphasis on the look, an emphasis on the structure, an emphasis on the health, and an emphasis on DNA testing going forward to help the breed go back to what it is. Well, what it should be. Let's put it that way. And if we are capable of doing that, we will be a lot better off as a breed, as organizations who represent this breed, and we will start to gain more respect worldwide. Yes, I do believe that the heavy bulldog mixing amongst other breeds mixing in is causing the deterioration of the breed, or has caused the deterioration of the breed. And the only way to reverse that is to go hardcore at trying to get those genes out the best we can. We will not be 100% successful because it's too integrated. But what we can do is start going towards the genes that we know are a lot healthier, and watching and regulating what comes in and out of the show ring. That will be a start, but this is going to be a lot of work, people. And with this amount of work needing to be done, it's not going to be for the faint of heart. There's going to be a lot of people to get mad and upset and argue, but we're not here to argue with you. We're here to fix this shit. But until next time, God bless y'all. Much love. Peace.